The hardest part of telling a story is the beginning. The middle comes together with a bit of patience, focus, and time. And the end can leave elements unresolved. I don't have to explain every detail in its entirety. I don't have to answer every question in its specifics. I don't have to explain why stargazing means something to us. Or the word sugarloaf. I don't have to talk about a town washed away in a flood or the first time you ever built a fire. You insisted on doing it yourself. We don't need the details for the ending to be satisfying. We don't need to talk about small town gas station ice cream or sleeping in the car on cold nights. We do, however, need a good beginning. A good beginning is difficult, not complicated. It's a single focused point. It's the start of a story, some grand adventure. We've had many beginnings together the last 2 years. Sitting across from you at the Shabbat table was a beginning. That long 9-hour conversation we had about ourselves in the future, the purchase of a new house, the old hand-operated dam where I admittedly got lost and the stranger took a blurry Polaroid picture. I said I like you that night. We could talk about the amusement park, the beautiful tree I forced you to admire, and the parking lot that night when you left for 5 months. You did not leave me. I wrote more things there, but I don't have it on my sheet. As you drove to Florida that night, we were closer than we'd ever been. We've had a lot of beginnings. We've had a lot of middles as well. Middles are the easy part of the story. They just happen if you're around each other long enough. I learned that you don't like scary movies, large crowds, or being alone. You learned that I can be an absolute grump without enough food, sleep, and productivity. We learned how to bike together, and I learned that 32 miles is too far for a simple afternoon trip. We discovered a mutual love for fireplaces, ice cream, and movie nights. We are learning, how to care for each other, how to remind each other that we're not going anywhere, and how to mean it. You explained that sometimes you're scared that everyone around you hates you, that they'll abandon you and leave you, and that you deserve it. I explained that I'm terrified of disappointing others, that sometimes I'd rather burn the building down than face that disappointment. We agreed to help each other, that I would never leave, so you'd always have someone on your side, and that you'd remind me that fires hurt everyone, and that I like planting trees more anyway. Endings. Endings are the easy part. They don't require much beyond a beginning and a middle. They don't even need to truly tell the last moments of a story. Instead, just resolve some element of it. So, Shira Chafin, I like you, I care about you, and I'm not going anywhere. We've been saying those words for 2 years now. I like you. I choose to like you, even when you're not very likable. When you're a grouch, when you're angry, when stress and anxiety boils over and you can't see the big picture. I like you when you're kind, when you're thoughtful, when you're trusting, and when you ask me to dance, even then. I care about you. I care about your well-being, your health, your happiness, your stability. I care about your relationship with Hashem, who has been infinitely kind to us and who brought us together. I will act and choose to act with care in mind. I will be patient, attentive, hardworking, and diligent in my learning and my personal growth. I'm not going anywhere. I'll commit myself to you to never leaving. My identity will reside in being your partner and us together being servants of Hashem. I love you. I will choose to love you. Above everything, Hashem has brought us together. We are both incomplete without each other. So, Shira Chafin. I wrote more things here as well. I should technically give you back a ring you've already had for a little while at least. And get into the mud, I think, right? No, isn't that the deal? No mud?
No mud.
So will you marry me? Will you be my wife, my partner, and my friend? Okay. But, since you've already had that for a little while, I still don't like diamonds, but I do like other things.
What?
So, engaged.
I like you.
I like you
care
too.
about you. I'm not going anywhere. I love you.
Love you too.
I'm not going to set fires together. I'm going to put them out. We're going to be a team. Forever. We're going to do amazing things. Such cool things. You have such a good future.
Probably 7 of them.
7? I thought 49 would be better.
Probably 7.
I'm so excited for our future together. Thank you, baby.
Welcome.